Mainly, I'm a sci-fi writer, but I'm also make script writing for video games. Maybe my main competence is to do world building, world narrative building. So I build special universe, narrative universe. So I'm building worlds for video games, I'm building worlds for TV series, for radio series, comics. I've got a lot of media on which I work, but always on writing, The only thing I do out of writing is to make performance with my own books and to do a rock fiction concert.
Senti de concret entre mes mains, à peine un nourrisson, moins que ça, une petite balle de chair chaude, un reste de terre tiède à malaxer.
Then I wouldn't have felt anything tangible between my hands. Barely a newborn, less than that, a tiny ball of warm flesh, a remaining lump of warm earth left for me to need.
When I became a writer, I've got this feeling that the words is a sort of matter. It's words for me are just like fire, just like earth, just like water, just like steel, just like wood. It's a matter.
Pourquoi t'as pas couru, encore.
And your goal is to be a sculptor of this matter, and you do it with the syntax, you do it with the grammar, you do it with the rhythm, you do it with sonority, you do it because you feel that each syllable in French or in English has a special color, has a special feeling, and you use this feeling to convey the ideas, the sensations you want to convey.
Yeah, instruments are fascinating to me on many levels. Let's suppose that sometimes in a play on stage or perhaps at a party, you might put on a costume. Mm-hmm. And when you put on a costume, it might change you in some ways. Some of my friends who are actors talk about how sometimes a certain bit of makeup or costume or prop will suddenly bring them into the character. There'll be some little magic moment. So instruments do that, but they do that with the breath and with the motions of the body that don't have any meaning outside of the particular instrument. You're putting on a costume, but you become this other flow, this other character. Mm-hmm. And the character is not like another animal or person or creature. It's like this flow.
So I think this physical approach of the language is particular to my writings, but it's the same for poets, it's the same for people who really work on literary matters. So when you do this, when it's such physical, it's easy to go to the voice, it's easy to go to the performance, because you want to make people hear and feel each syllable, each sonority, each flow of syntax, each rhythm. And you take your own voice to do it and to convey it to people. I think it's very, very important. It's much a joy and a pleasure for me to do that, to make these things here, because when you read, you can feel it, but it's not the same as hearing it. So that's why I go on stage, I go on the scene and make this sort of rock fiction.
Il n'y a pas de secret, il n'y a pas de secret. Il y a une vérité souple, sombre, nue, un truc... Ça y est, la furtivité, nous la réussirons uniquement si tu t'immoles, Tu sais ce que ça veut dire, immole, mola, le sacrifice, le feu. On doit créer notre feu ensemble. Il faut que les gens soient extrêmement près de nous, mais près, parce que la liberté est un feu.